Hello, welcome back to another video. So today I thought I would share with you some really easy and simple but cute and vintage inspired hairdos. Like mostly they're updos like this. My hair is looking a bit frizzy now after a day's wear, but I washed it yesterday and I set it in rollers, but you don't have to do those things in order to enjoy these hairstyles. They're just for like lazy or days where you don't have a lot of energy. So these are the ones that I turn to when I'm in one of those two moods. So I don't know how many I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do a few. So enjoy.
So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is removing my bandana, and I'm gonna set my hair so that I can start showing you some cute hairstyles. So you gotta brush your hair first. Yeah, so I'm just brushing it with a paddle brush and trying to get all of those knots out. Now that I'm done brushing my hair, I'm going to take my glasses off first to be able to do this. And then I'm going to take a little front section from one side, and I'm going to pin that, pull it forward a bit so it has more volume, and pin that with one of these cute little clips. So I'm just going to clip that in place. You can make it as poofy or, flat as you like. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. So I just take a little section on the front, and you don't have to be too specific with this. The point is that it's practical and easy. So again, with one of these little clips. Oh, it fell. Oops. Okay, here we go. And now I'm gonna brush the rest of my hair. Again, there's a lot of hair brushing in this video. Okay, and I'm gonna take a hair elastic, and I'm going to tie my hair in the bottom of my head, like next to near my neck, and I'm gonna loosen it a little bit so it's not pulling too much and it's not too tight. And I'm going to take my trusty bandana, and I'm going to tie a bow over the elastic. And then you can just like fix up the bow so it looks pretty. And that's it. You're done. Easy hairstyle number 1. So in order to start the next style, we have to undo this one, but we're going to leave those little clips, so that part is the same. But instead of tying it low, tying your ponytail really low, you're going to tie it further up. You can do this wherever, you can position it wherever you like. So basically it's just a variation of the same thing. And again, bandana. You can use other things like a ribbon or other kinds of bows, but I just like using this little scarf. And you can't really see it very well, but I'm tying it into a little bow, and there we go. Cute little hairstyle number 2. A variation of this hairstyle is braiding it. So braiding the leftover hair, and I just normally do a loose braid, but in this video it was a bit of a tighter one because of all the curls. And this is a good option if you have really frizzy hair and you don't think it looks very nice in the ponytail. So it's a nice way to, hide that fact. There you go. Really simple, really easy. I'm going to start undoing it to start on the new style. So now that I've taken my hair down, I'm going to be leaving those 2 little clips, and this is again a similar style, but I'm just going to pull all my hair to one side and braid it into, again, a loose braid. I tie it with a clear small hair elastic. And then I go back and loosen the braid using my fingers. And then you can sort of style it however you like. Yeah, so this is another style that I really like. Okay, so for this next style, you want to remove the little clips and quickly brush through your hair again, or for the first time if this is the only style you're doing. It's another ponytail, so you want to smooth all your hair using the brush. And I look like I'm really deep in thought. So I bring it quite high up and tie it with a hair elastic. Quite tightly. And then I like to just sort of give it a little twist. Sometimes it looks cuter than others. It wasn't looking great today, but you know. And then you can use a hair accessory like this flower comb thing. I'm not really sure what these are called. Or you can also gently remove it so you don't ruin your ponytail. And again, use the little scarf or bandana to tie another bow around there. This is personally one of my favorite hairstyles because it's very easy to do, and even if you can't lift your arms, anybody can help you do a ponytail, you know. It's very, very simple, and the bow just gives it that extra touch. And the next style is it's going to be similar, but you don't need to be quite as like thorough with it. So it's just going to be a top knot or a messy bun, if you would like to call it that. So you just tying my hair pretty tightly as high up as I want it to be, and then I just sort of loosely shape the bun because I don't want it to be too tight. So I just sort of shape the hair so that it goes into the shape that I like, and then I use those little clips to set it in place. Because I have a lot of curls right now, it helped. It was a lot easier to do. You can also use these little pins, and the way that I do it is I insert it in one direction, and then when the hair is hooked, I turn it in the opposite direction and dig it into my head. And that's sort of how you can see it here. And I pull it in the other direction, or push it in the other direction, and that makes it really secure. Because if you just insert them in one way, it's not as secure. And then you can use again one of these combs with flowers or whatever you like at the back, or you can use it at the front. That looks really cute too. One of my flowers is coming undone, I think. Oh, there. And here I'm about to find out that one of my flowers is falling off. Watch. Oh, no. I have to glue it later. Or you can use bandana again. Very versatile things, these little scarves. You can tie it around your head like this. this is one option. Not my favorite option, to be honest, but it might suit you. I don't think it suits me very much. But the other option is tying it around your bun, like I'm going to do now. I try not to do it too tightly because then I think it looks weird. And then I tie a little bow at the front. Oh, struggling there a little bit. Okay, there you go. Then you can sort of, you know, maneuver it to look prettier. But there you go. A cute little bun, easy and simple, keeps the hair out of the way. And I'm gonna remove it in order to start my last style, I think. So you wanna take your hair down, and pretty sure I'm gonna brush it. Maybe not. No brushing, what? Okay, so this is the last style, and I'm just gonna take those two front sections from both sides, and it's sort of like a half updo. And I just take this little front section and tie it with a hair elastic. So this is the style that I had on at the beginning of the video. Okay, so when you're done with that, you want to brush your hair. I knew there was going to be brushing in there somewhere. So you want to brush your hair so that all the knots are out and it looks all smooth and pretty. And then that little scarf. I'm smiling because I was thinking how much I'm using this scarf in the video. Yeah, so then I just tie it around my half updo in a knot, and then I do the bow because it's a lot less hair, so it's easier. I find this is more secure. Yeah, and then you have a little bow perched on top of your head. I like to pull those sort of the ends of the bow. I like to pull them under so that they're not as visible. Just think, because then you can see the bow more clearly. Yeah, and then you can fix it so it looks pretty. And there you go.
Okay, we've come full circle. Yeah, so these are basically the hairstyles that I use the most, regardless of how I'm doing, but mostly when I'm feeling a bit lazy, or I'm tired, or I can't be bothered to do my hair. I realize that a lot of these are like updos, but they are really simple. I know it doesn't seem like it, but putting a bandana or a little flowery piece, or, you know, a fancy accessory on your simple ponytail changes it completely. And especially for vintage things, like adding that little extra ribbon or that extra, you know, flower detail really makes the look vintage. So I think that more than, for example, today, more than my curls, probably this bow is what gives it a more vintagey feel. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful in some way. If you enjoyed it, please leave it a like and maybe give me a comment, tell me what you thought, and suggestions for other hairstyles that maybe I would enjoy. Yeah, and if you would like to, you can consider subscribing to my channel. That's everything. I've said all the things that I need to say. I will see you in the next video. Bye!